Hey, you guys. So this is a story from Associated Press from last week about Elon, like giving the boot, shutting down accounts to mainstream media. It says that individual reporters with the New York Times, the Washington Post, CNN, Voice of America, and other news agencies saw their accounts go dark Thursday. This was last week. Musk tweeted late Friday, that the company would lift the suspensions following the results of a public poll on the site. So he did a public poll on Twitter to see who thought they should get these mainstream media people should get their accounts back. 58.7% of the respondents on Twitter favored a move to immediately unsuspend accounts, and over 41.3% said the suspensions should be lifted in 7 days. The company has not explained why the accounts were taken down, but Musk took to Twitter on Thursday night last week to accuse journalists of sharing private information about his whereabouts, which he described as basically assassination coordinates. He provided no evidence for that claim. So you guys, most of the accounts were back early Saturday, with some exceptions and at least one new suspension. Washington Post reporter Taylor Lorenz confirmed in an email to the Associated Press that her Twitter account was suspended Saturday evening. Her online newsletter, published on Substack, said she was working on a story involving Musk and had sought comment from him through a Twitter post shortly before her account was suspended. Business Insider's Lynette Lopez was suspended Friday. This was all last week, you guys. Also with no explanation. She told the Associated Press, Lopez published a series of articles between 2018 and 2021 highlighting what she called dangerous Tesla manufacturing shortcomings. Shortly before being suspended, she said she had posted court-related documents to Twitter that included a 2018 Musk email address. That address is not current, Lopez said, because he changes his email every few weeks. So, from what this article is conveying, it seems like whomever he has a personal issue with is getting suspended. That is my opinion about what I'm reading. You guys may be looking at it differently. Let's talk about that in the comments. But it seems like if he has a personal issue with one of these reporters, and they try to come out and post something negative about him, their accounts are being shut down. You know, you guys, we just have to they just have to realize he owns Twitter. And yes, he said that he was not going to, watch what people were posting and have all these rules on freedom of speech. And it seems like, in my opinion, of course, that he really is doing content moderation, but only where it concerns Elon, right? If it concerns him, there's content moderation, right? Your account is going to be shut down. So just understand that he owns it, right? He can do what the hell he wants to with it. And if you don't like it, you can go someplace else. That is for all of us. It shouldn't be that way because, well, not me. I wasn't on Twitter, but so many people are so used to just posting on Twitter and having a little more freedom than on these other social media sites to say what they think and feel on Twitter. But there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Elon Musk, and he can do what he wants to do. So, I mean, seriously, it is kind of like he's taken some people's First Amendment to to speak, but again, he owns it. So what can you do? So the reporter, Miss Lopez, she posted a 2019 story about Tesla troubles, commenting, now, just like then, most of Elon Musk's wounds are self-inflicted. And she added him in that comment, you guys. That probably like really pissed him off. So the same day, she cited reports that Musk was reneging on severance for laid off Twitter employees, threatening workers who talked to the media and refusing to make rent payments. Lopez described his actions as classic Elon going for broke behavior. Steve Herman, a national correspondent for Voice of America, told the Associated Press that his suspended Twitter account still hadn't been fully restored as of Saturday afternoon because of his refusal to delete 3 tweets that the company flagged for purportedly sharing Musk's whereabouts. Although Herman's Twitter timeline, that was a tongue twister, you guys. Although Herman's Twitter timeline is now visible to most users, he said he can't see it himself, nor can he post anything new until he removes the tweets that the company contends violate its revised terms of service. I am in a new level of purgatory, Herman said. I do not believe anything I have tweeted violated any reasonable standard of any social media platform. Alarm over the suspensions extended beyond media circles to the United Nations, which was reconsidering its involvement in Twitter. The move sets a dangerous precedent at a time when journalists all over the world are facing censorship, physical threats, and even worse, UN spokesman Stephanie Dujarric said. The reporter's suspensions followed Musk's decision Wednesday to permanently ban an account that automatically tracked the flights of his private jet using publicly available data. That also led Twitter to change its rules for all users to prohibit the sharing of another person's current location without their consent. So you guys, I'm in total agreement right here. If you don't have someone's permission to share their location, I don't care if you can find it publicly. Don't do it without their permission, because you could be putting this person in danger. So I am 100% in agreement with that, Several of the reporters suspended Thursday night had been writing about the new policy and Musk's rationale for imposing it, which involved his allegations about a stalking incident he said affected his family Tuesday night in Los Angeles. The official Twitter account for Mastodon, a decentralized alternative social network where many Twitter users are fleeing, was also banned. The reason was unclear, though it had tweeted about the jet tracking account. Remember, Elon got rid of this account because it was tracking his jet? Twitter also began preventing users from posting links to Mastodon accounts, in some cases flagging them as potential malware. This is, of course, a bald-faced lie, cybersecurity journalist Brian Krebs posted. Explaining the reporter bans, Musk tweeted, "Some doxing rules apply to journalists as to everyone else." He later added, "Criticizing me all day long is totally fine, but doxing my real-time location and endangering my family is not." Doxing refers to disclosing someone's identity, address, phone number, or other personal details that violate their privacy and could bring harm. The Washington Post's executive editor, Sally Busby, said technology reporter Drew Harwell was banished without warning, process, or explanation following the publication of accurate reporting about Musk. And then it goes on and on and on and on, you guys, to talk about all of the people and that were their Twitter accounts were shut down. And, you know, crap happens, right? I almost said the other word. But things happen. And you guys know we're dealing with Elon Musk, right? So this guy's like, it's my way or the highway. That's my opinion of where he's going. He owns the site. He owns the platform, right? And he's changing it. It's his. So if you don't like it, get off of it. And look at this, you guys. Mastodon on Friday last week had more than 6 million users, nearly double the 3.4 million it had on the day Musk took ownership of Twitter. On many of the thousands of confederated networks in the open source Mastodon platform, administrators and users solicited donations as disaffected Twitter users strained computing resources. Many of the networks, known as instances, are crowdfunded. The platform is designed to be ad-free. So people are leaving Twitter for this Mastodon. I had never heard of this before. It's supposed to be ad-free, right? And who knows? And it's growing. It's growing exponentially. So if you're one who does not want to be a part of Elon Musk's Twitter experience, maybe try out Mastodon. It's Mastodon. Maybe give that a try and see. I'm going to look into it, see what they offer, what's going on there, because I'm a little nosy. I want to see, but I really don't do social media, you guys, outside of YouTube. I did have a Facebook account, but it was stressing me out. Like, seriously, how many times can I see you complain about everything under the sun? There was one person on my Facebook, my stomach flipped every time I saw her post coming up on the feed, which is one of the major reasons why I left the platform. Anyway, you guys, which is your favorite platform to use? And what do you think about this, that he's banning these journalists? Also, let me know in the comments if you go and check out Mastodon and you're planning on sticking with it. All right, we'll talk in the comments. See you there.